When people think about visiting the Philippines, they usually think about beaches, island hopping, and beautiful sunsets. And yes, we definitely have those. But if you're planning to visit the Philippines, there are actually so many unique things you can do here that you might not experience the same way somewhere else. Some are relaxing, some are adventurous, and some are a little crazy. And some will make you say, wait, people actually do this here? So today, let's talk about some unique things you can do in the Philippines that can make your trip a lot more memorable. Let's start with something simple. Take a jeepney. For Filipinos, riding a jeepney can be an everyday experience. But for a foreigner, it can feel like part of the Filipino adventure. You get inside, find a seat, and you might suddenly hear bayad or bayad po. And now, you're passing your money to someone you've never met. Your payment travels from passenger to passenger until it reaches the driver. Then your change somehow travels back to you. It is basically a transportation system powered by teamwork. And if you're visiting the Philippines, riding a jeepney can be a fun way to experience everyday Filipino life. Just make sure you know where you're going first. Of course, we can talk about the Philippines without talking about island hopping. But don't just stay on the main island. Take a small boat and explore several islands in one day. You can visit hidden beaches, swim in clear water, eat fresh seafood, and discover little pieces of paradise. And sometimes the best part isn't even the destination. It's the boat ride itself. You're sitting on the boat, the wind is blowing, the water is around you, and you're looking at all these islands. Then suddenly you realize, this is actually my life right now. If you really want to experience the Philippines, don't just eat at fancy restaurants. Go outside and try Filipino street food. You might see grilled barbecue, fish balls, squid balls, kwek-kwek, banana cue, and so many other snacks. And the fun part is walking around and deciding, okay, what am I brave enough to try? For foreigners, some street foods might look a little unusual at first. But once you try them, you might discover a new favorite. Just remember, don't let your eyes decide whether something tastes good. Sometimes the weird-looking food is the best one. If you happen to visit the Philippines during a local fiesta, go. Seriously, a Filipino fiesta isn't just about watching a parade. It's about food, music, dancing, decorations, family gatherings, and people coming together. You might walk into a neighborhood where there's music playing, food being prepared, and everyone seems to know everyone. And the best part? You might get invited to eat. Filipino hospitality can be very strong. You could literally be a visitor and someone might say, "Kain tayo." And suddenly, you're sitting at their table with a plate of food. So, if you ever get invited to a Filipino fiesta, don't be shy. Just bring your appetite. Another unique experience is staying somewhere completely different from your usual hotel. Instead of a regular city hotel, try a beach hut, glamping site, native-style accommodation, or a quiet place surrounded by nature. Imagine waking up instead of seeing buildings outside your window, you see trees, mountains, or the ocean. No traffic, no busy streets, just nature. And honestly, sometimes you don't even need a long list of activities. Just sitting outside, drinking coffee, and watching the sunrise can already be an experience. Now, if you're more adventurous, try canyoneering. This is definitely not for someone who just wants to sit by the pool all day. Depending on the location and activity, you may be walking through rivers, climbing over rocks, swimming through natural pools, and jumping into clear water. It is basically combining nature, adventure, and a little bit of what did I sign up for? But when you finish, you'll probably have a story to tell, and maybe a few sore muscles too. Here's something simple that many tourists don't think about. Wake up early and visit a local public market. Not just the tourist areas. Go where locals actually shop. You'll see fresh fruits, vegetables, seafood, meat, spices, snacks, and people starting their day. You can also discover fruits you may have never tried before. And if you're lucky, you might find something you've never even seen before. It's not necessarily glamorous, but that's exactly why it's interesting. You're seeing everyday life in the Philippines. And sometimes those experiences become the memories you remember the most. The Philippines has plenty of beautiful places to watch the sunset. But here's the trick. You don't always need to find the most famous tourist spot. Sometimes the best sunset is from a quiet beach, a mountain viewpoint, or even a simple place near the water. Find somewhere peaceful. Sit down, put your phone away for a few minutes, and just watch the sky changes colors. The sun slowly disappears, and suddenly, everything feels peaceful. Sometimes travel isn't about doing something crazy. Sometimes it's about being somewhere beautiful. And finally, try as many Filipino foods as you can. Don't just eat one famous dish. Try different regions and different flavors, like adobo, lechon, sinigang, pansit, kinilaw, halo-halo, and so many more. Every region has its own specialties. So instead of asking, what should I eat in the Philippines? Ask this, what can I eat next? Because Filipino food can turn your trip into an adventure by itself. So if you're planning a trip to the Philippines, don't just come for the beaches. Ride a jeepney, try street food, explore local markets, join a fiesta, swim in natural waters, go island hopping, and most importantly, don't be afraid to experience the Philippines like a local. Because sometimes, the most unforgettable travel memories are not the things you planned. They are the unexpected moments that happen along the way. And that is one of the best things about traveling in the Philippines. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and mabuhay!